Deep within the leaf litter of a quiet forest, a tiny creature is under attack. An ant, much larger and stronger, lunges forward with powerful jaws. The small beetle seems defenseless. It is cornered, with no obvious way to escape. The ant moves in for the final strike, its victory seemingly assured. But then, something extraordinary happens. The beetle swivels the tip of its abdomen, aiming it like a cannon. A sharp popping sound cuts through the air, followed by a puff of smoke. The ant recoils violently, stunned and scalded. The beetle has unleashed a secret weapon, a boiling hot chemical spray. This is the bombardier beetle. It is a master of chemical warfare. This small insect can produce a blistering jet of liquid at the temperature of boiling water. It can fire this spray in rapid-fire pulses, like a machine gun. It can even aim its attack with incredible precision, fending off predators from almost any direction. This is not a scene from a science fiction movie. This is real life. It is happening in ecosystems all around the world every single day. A creature just a few centimeters long is capable of creating an explosion. It manufactures, stores, and deploys a weapon so powerful it can deter frogs, birds, spiders. It is a living, breathing chemical reactor. This tiny insect has solved complex engineering problems that would challenge our own scientists. How is this even possible? How can a small animal generate such extreme heat and pressure without harming itself? What is the science behind this incredible natural phenomenon? To solve this natural mystery, we will travel back in time. Archival materials, field notes of early naturalists. One of the earliest and most vivid accounts comes from Charles Darwin. As a young man at Cambridge University, he was an enthusiastic beetle collector. He described an incident where he was so eager to capture a rare specimen that he ended up with a bombardier beetle in his mouth, which promptly fired its defensive spray. In the 1960s, a team of researchers at Cornell University, led by Thomas Eisner, devised a clever experiment to find out. They used a tiny temperature sensor called a thermocouple. The measurements consistently showed that the spray was at or near 100 degrees Celsius, the boiling point of water. This was definitive proof. The beetle was not just creating a burning sensation, it was literally shooting boiling hot liquid. Scientists carefully dissected the beetles, a delicate and precise task. Once collected, these samples were subjected to the powerful analytical techniques of modern chemistry. It was primarily composed of two types of compounds, hydroquinones, hydrogen peroxide. These two sets of chemicals, hydroquinones and hydrogen peroxide, were the fuel for the fire. On their own, these chemicals are relatively stable. Instead, the inner lining of the reaction chamber is dotted with glands that secrete a special cocktail of enzymes. These enzymes are biological catalysts, substances that dramatically speed up the rate of a chemical reaction without being consumed in the process. Under threat, a small muscle contracts, opening the valve that separates the storage reservoir from the reaction chamber. Instantly, this fuel comes into contact with the enzyme-coated walls. This is not a slow, gentle process. It is a violent, almost instantaneous chemical chain reaction. To understand just how the spray gets to 100 degrees Celsius, we can use the principle of conservation of energy and some simple math. For every gram of the reactant mixture, the chemical reaction releases about 2,000 joules of energy. To put that in perspective, it takes about 4.2 joules to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. The math shows that the 2,000 joules of energy per gram is more than enough to heat the resulting water from 20 degrees Celsius all the way up to its boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius. As we saw, the breakdown of hydrogen peroxide by the catalyst enzymes produces not just water, but also a large volume of oxygen gas. This is a critical detail. Think about what happens when you create gas inside a sealed container. Furthermore, the immense heat from the reaction turns a significant portion of the newly formed water into steam. The pressure builds with incredible speed. High-speed video analysis revealed that the spray is not a continuous stream, but a series of rapid pulses, firing at a rate of up to 500 times per second. The system works like a microscopic self-regulating pulse jet engine. Step 1. Valve opens. Reactants enter. Step 2. Reaction creates high pressure, forcing spray out, and the valve closed. Step 3. Pressure drops. Valve reopens. This passive self-regulating mechanism is a marvel of biomechanical engineering.
How does the bombardier Beetle survive its own weapon? It is generating boiling temperatures and high pressures inside its own body. The answer lies in a combination of clever strategies. Each pulse is released and expelled so quickly there's little time for heat to conduct into surrounding tissues. The materials themselves are highly adapted, cuticle strong, cuticle heat resistant. Scientists have used powerful tools like scanning electron microscopy and micro-CT scanners to create breathtakingly detailed three-dimensional maps. These allow us to digitally dissect the beetle without a scalpel, revealing the intricate architecture of its glands, chambers, and valves in stunning clarity. The glands are structured like bunches of grapes, each cell synthesizing hydroquinones and hydrogen peroxide. The glandular system continuously manufactures the ammunition, a silent factory in the beetle's abdomen. Between the calm storage of the reservoirs and the violent chaos of the reaction chamber lies the single most important component of the entire system, the valve. This is not a simple flap, but a highly sophisticated biological machine. Its function is critical. If it fails, the beetle would explode. The valve is a biomechanical masterpiece. The process begins with sensory input. The beetle is covered in tiny hairs and sensors that detect touch vibration. When a predator, like an ant, grabs its leg, these sensors fire off a signal. This electrical impulse travels along the beetle's nerve cords to a cluster of nerve cells, or ganglia, in its abdomen. Once the decision is made, the command center sends out its own signals. The biomechanics of the beetle's defense extend beyond its internal valves and muscles. They also govern the physics of the jet itself. Using Bernoulli's equation relates that pressure to exit velocity. Calculations show ejection speeds up to 10 meters per second, over 20 miles per hour. At this scale and speed, the jet is likely turbulent. Turbulence helps atomize the liquid into a fine mist of tiny droplets. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. This is Newton's third law of motion. When the bombardier Beetle fires its high-speed jet forward, it must experience an equal and opposite force pushing it backward. The Beetle has evolved clever biomechanical strategies to manage recoil. The first strategy is its stance. Another key factor is the pulsating nature of the jet. The success of the bombardier Beetle's defense depends on its materials. Cuticle is a composite material made primarily of long chains of chitin embedded in a matrix of proteins. The reaction chamber is a marvel of material science. It must withstand high pressures and extreme temperatures. The bombardier Beetle's defense is so complex and so perfectly integrated that it presents a fascinating evolutionary puzzle. For early critics of evolutionary theory, this beetle was held up as a prime example of irreducible complexity. The key is to break down the complex system into its individual components and imagine how each one could have evolved and been useful on its own. By comparing the bombardier beetle to other, less specialized beetles, we can find clues to its ancestral state. The bombardier beetle belongs to a large and diverse family of insects known as the ground beetles, or Carabidae. This family contains over 40,000 species, many of them using chemical defenses. Some species produce quinones. They secrete quinones as a smelly ooze with no explosive force. Next innovation. Some relatives evolved hydrogen peroxide production. The evolution from a simple chemical ooze to a high-pressure cannon was driven by selective pressures. Any small mutation that improved the defensive spray even slightly would have provided a significant survival advantage. Over thousands of generations, mutations that led to stronger and more reinforced chambers would be favored, gradually building the robust reaction chamber we see today. While the bombardier beetle's spray is famous for its role in defense, its ecological significance may be broader. Researchers suggest it could be used in competitive interactions with other insects, including other bombardier beetles.
There is also the possibility of chemical signaling. The quinones in the spray are highly aromatic compounds. While research is ongoing, this suggests the spray may be co-opted for communication, adding complexity to its ecological role. Our journey into the world of the bombardier Beetle has taken us from the forest floor to the microscopic realm of molecules and machines. The answer we discovered is a symphony of biology, chemistry, physics, all working in perfect concert. We use simple math, based on the principle of conservation of energy, to show how this reaction generates enough heat to raise the temperature of the spray to a blistering 100 degrees Celsius. This is not speculation. It is a fact backed by the fundamental laws of thermodynamics and confirmed by direct measurement. Biologists, chemists, engineers are now studying the Beetle systems, hoping to learn its secrets. Its pulse jet mechanism could inspire new designs for fuel injectors, micro-propulsion systems for tiny robots. This is why the study of biodiversity matters so deeply. Every species, no matter how small or strange, is a living library of tested solutions to complex problems. By protecting the rich tapestry of life on our planet, we are preserving a priceless resource of knowledge and inspiration. Our journey to understand this creature is a testament to the scientific process itself. Today, with tools like micro-CT scanners and high-speed cameras, we are still peeling back new layers of understanding. We are left with a feeling of astonishment. Astonishment at the intricate beauty and brutal efficiency of the natural world. It is a powerful reminder that even the most humble of creatures can hold the most extraordinary secrets. The world is full of wonders if we only take the time to look closely. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you found this story as amazing as we did, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more explorations into the endless frontier of the natural world.